Alrighty, welcome back to Stationeers. Heading back to Venus again. And we are going to try to make sense of what the heck I have here. Well, let's see. I guess it's probably where we want to go. Okay. So, I was really happy with how things turned out. Hey, thanks for the follow. Happy with how things turned out last week after switching to the stable version. So I think this week I will work on improving my cooling system, because the top end is just a little. I can run my batches of steam, but I have a tendency to overrun the system a little bit, which I think is kind of what's happening now. It's hot. That's what it is. So let's see. We're clean. Let's go ahead and eat some bread while we're here. Loaf of bread is my absolute favorite meal now. Provides a ridiculous amount of water, or nutrition. Excuse me. And it's a high quality food. So it's super excellent. So, okay. Now, first things first, let's go and make sure that what I'm hearing is safe. What the? I don't have a storm going. So that's not what that was. Okay. So I think what the liquid pipes are up in pressure. Woo! Yeah, I'll say. So they are running hot. This is running hot. That's running hot. See, I think my mixer's off. Yeah, my mixer's off, so I'm not pumping anything in. And it's just the residual steam that I've got. So I'm cooling. That is where it's at. And I'm dumping a lot of heat into my oxygen over here. Yeah, okay. So I've seen so you got the standard configuration. Well, actually, I don't know if you'd call it standard for the ACs, where the input and the output are tied together, and then the waste heat goes to the next stage. So output, and then the waste goes to the next stage. There's another configuration which works using the principle. So you have a heating and you have a cooling AC, and they run essentially parallel of each other. And you tie the waste pipe from your heating AC to the cold side, and your waste pipe from your cooling AC to the hot side. So because the way these things work is, if you're trying to cool a gas, then your waste is going to be hot. If you're trying to heat a gas, then the waste is going to be cold. So you increase the efficiency by having it work both ways instead of just one. So what I need to do is figure out where I can put this, for one, and have enough space. And then the outside needs to be anchored to the atmosphere. So I will need to use up my Invar and probably plenty of steel to make up as many radiators as I can. Medium radiators. So I can make, a boatload. Alright, I'll take that. So steel. Use up all my steel. Wherever the heck I have that laying around. 30 grams. That's 6 to start. That's not terrible. What I will need, I probably will need more, because insulated pipes. Insulated pipes are going to be a thing for sure. So, and do I have silicon anywhere? Yeah, I got a stack right there. So we need to make some steel. So I've got the ingredients for that. Let's go ahead and change out the waste tank real quick. Excuse me. And go have a cough attack. Let's turn the AC on. That'd be good. Oh, you're full up. Let's actually output a little bit of that. Just enough. The temperature's great. I love the temperature. So it's iron. Iron. I didn't make sure that this was empty. Okay. Alright. We're off gassing, increasing in temperature. We'll output a little bit just to make sure that we don't have sound effects. Okay, if that's still going, I don't know if that'll go up or down. So there we go, we got some more steel. Very good. Very, very happy. And yeah, so since on the pre-terrain and up until this point, solar panels had been capped at 500 watts. I have an oversized solar array now, which is great. I've got, at worst case scenario, double the output that I had before. Because it was capped at 500. Now it's capped, well, not capped, but generally speaking, it's 12... brain fart. 1200 watts, so a little bit over double. Didn't I shove the silicon in there? I thought I did. Oh, it is at the bottom of the list. Just read, you dummy. Okay, so insulated pipe. We are going to need a bunch of that. So that'll give me 50. That's probably a good start. Now this will take steel sheets to fill out, and that's simple enough. And then steel frames, because I need to do a little bit with that. Now, one thing I want to do is put, there's two ways of doing it. You can have an IC controlled volume pump that only injects the amount of air you need, and that can increase your efficiency. And then there's also, I want the portables connector, I think. And then I'll use the, maybe make another one. Take a big old tank out. Or use a one-way valve. And the one-way valve helps the whole system fill much quicker. So I will probably use that. And I will need to print off some atmospherics kits as well. Now, no, I do have a pipe meter that I can't see from this angle, but so I got 25 psi in here, but I am draining off into here. 5.2. Okay, so this is coming down in pressure. That means I am losing some temperature finally. Poor cooling system is taxed. Okay, so let's also grab an APC. Okay. And I want to use nitrogen as my system, because then I don't have to worry about it freezing. So that's where I'm going to start. Still printing. Okay. So I can probably use the top of the base, actually. That might make sense. Yeah, that might make sense. Portable. Yeah, we'll start with this. We'll start with this. Go up top. In the dark. Air conditioning's on. Alright, let's climb. At some point, I'm also going to have to do something about the... Yeah. Have like an inlet for stuff, so... Okay. So, we'll put the air conditioners here. And I forget exactly how much space they need between them. But I'm going to put the hot side over here. So I'm going to... Yeah. Put all 6 in series like this. Alright, so this is going to be the hot side. And the idea is this will be essentially tied to the Venus atmosphere. So when it's hotter than the atmosphere, it'll cool it. And it won't ever be cooler than. Except potentially in the early stages. And what I'm doing here is making sure that the pipe networks are all equal. Oh, there we go. That's that. Okay, so I won't need anything in there. Okay. You can see our solar batteries are full up. And can't really see the wind turbine batteries from down here. Yep. They're full up except for the one on the end, which has a low charge. But it is connected, so good. Good deal. Can I hop up? No, can't quite hop up. What if I... Holy crap. Ah, my mining charges there. That's funny. Okay. So we have a good method. I love that. Alright. And setting the temperature way up helps so much. Okay, so there's that. So we're limited by silicon for that. Okay. Trying to figure out where... Is there even enough space to shove this in here? No, not really. Unless I reroute the cables, which I really can't. Well, what's a little more spaghetti? Little temporary spaghetti. Okay, so this is going to be used for filling it. And of course we're going to need a volume pump too. Charge the system. Or actually, if I got a regulator, I don't have a... I should make a regulator. Then I don't have to... I can walk away from it and not care. So let's see if I can do that. Pressure regulator. Yep. And valves we will need. So we're going to need a valve on the inlet, a one-way valve on the inlet of every AC. So if I have 6 ACs, then I need 6 one-way valves. I forget what these stack to. I think it's only 5. Nope. I think they stack to 6. Okay. Alright, so there's that. Atmospherics kits, that is something I need to think about. So if I have 6 kits, I got 5. I need more iron. Need more gold. I need more copper. Alright. How am I doing on any of that? I can do the copper. I'll just chuck the copper in here. Now that will be enough to give me 2.5. So I need 60 iron. So I need to go mining for iron. I need 30 gold, which... whoa, okay. Big old spike there. I can chuck that in there. That'll get me what I need for that. And copper. If I want 6, then I need 120. I need another 30. So I need a little bit more copper. Little bit more copper. These pipe meters are actually really nice to have. Okay. Ah. Alas, I have an atmospherics kit. So I can cut down on what I require. 4, I think it's 4 pipes. It's either 2 pipes or 4 pipes. 4 pipes would put it at 24 pipes total. So I'll take that and I'll take that. And then, ooh, cables. I will need cables. So each of these can run, I think, 400 watts each. So I'm looking at like 2,500 watts. I don't know what the digital one-way valves don't take anything. Tank. Do I have a... I thought I had a... I have to look. I should have a tank. Maybe I... Huh. Did I not deconstruct it? No. Did I lose it? I may have lost it in the upgrade. That shouldn't be too bad, though. Okay, whatever. It's probably over here, though. So let's see. The good part about that is then I can use a tank. Portable tank. Use them. Mark II. Silicon and iron. So I need more silicon, I need more iron. I can always use more copper. Do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. Oop, 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 oop. AC on. Okay, it's copper's right here. Now, here's a challenge. I was just getting familiar with the old layout of the area, so I have I now have to get used to everything again. Those pressures are ridiculous. So I think it's annoying that it takes so long to unvacuum. Stupid long to unvacuum. Okay. Alright, that's 47. Forget exactly how much iron I need, but... Okay. Don't need any coal. That's lead. I don't need the lead. Oh, you know what? This is kind of handy. Ooh, silicon. Oh, that's an annoying vein right there. Copper, I can dig it. What the heck was a click? I don't know what the click was. Still sucking in, but is it lethal? Woo. Alright, there's that. I need a fair amount. Oh dear. There's some gold up here. I really hate mining on Venus! Oh my god, that's still... that's still a vacuum! Wait a minute, what the heck? That's just colossally stupid, let me tell you. That was ridiculous. Okay. Alright. Base is over there. Iron. Iron could be good. Some copper. Ooh, cobalt. Alright. You're empty. Let's go ahead and turn off the lenses and pull out the backpack. So it needed copper, copper. Okay, silicon. And we did need the gold, but I had the gold. Oh, iron. Need iron. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Boom, boom, boom. AC off.
Temperature high.
Okay. Alright. Let's try going down a little lower. Here we go. Because my oxygen is cold. So that's going to be helpful. Alright, what do I need for the iron and silicon? So one of those, that's all I need. Portables connector. Need one more of those. I think this is good for 20 meg. Nope, only 10. That's portable gas tank Mark 1. Portable gas tank Mark 2, 20 kPa. Okay. Or 20 megapascal. Wait a second. Do I need the connector? Yeah, I need the connector. Okay. There we go. There's that. And then the... what do I need? Atmospherics. Wow, that's not how you spell atmospherics. I need 5 of these. which I can make 6 with the gold that I have, 6 with the iron that I have. Well, actually, yeah, let's just make what we need. I do not need the frames or the sheets anymore. And the pressure regulator can go here. Point down. Yeah, we'll do that. This doesn't need to be insulated, to be honest. If we're being honest. I'll have to have a bathroom break earlier than expected. Apparently I forgot to drain my bladder before I started. And that's what I get for last minute chores leading up to. So let's pressure regulator this up to 8. This will set to... I think it's insulated. You know what? Well, this is hot anyway, so we'll do that. And there we go. Boom. Slowly increase. Okay. Ah, stinky. Whoa. Well, got one extra kit again. So we've got our 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got our 6. Don't have the cables that we need, but that's alright. We'll dump the copper. We do need the portables connector. That was bizarre behavior, I will say. Copper. Gold. Almost, why bother? I will quickly print off the 2 heavy cable that I can make with that. This is 18 more heavy cable. I'll go to a regular cable. Now I can make 100 of these. I don't quite need 100, but if that happens, I guess it is what it is. But let's go and de-stinkify, have a snack, have a drink. So we're gonna set the suit and helmet right there. Finish this loaf of bread that's almost dead. There we go. I can make another loaf of bread real easy. Okay, there we go. De-stinkify. Let's take a look. Ooh, I need water. So switchgrass, I think that's good. Yeah, let's go ahead. You're not seated yet. Oh, that's irritating. Gotta be about there. Who needs to wait for seeding? Okay, let's see. Seeds. We need soybean seeds. Soybean and cocoa seeds. Alright. We are not ready, not quite seeded. Sugarcane. Do I need... I know. Yeah, we're good. Loaf of bread? Loaf of bread. There we go. Loaf of bread. Take a little off the top. And I guess we could go ahead and harvest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Weak. That plant was weak. Okay, and then just replant using the seeds. There we go. And shove that in there. Close that. Turn it on. Alright. And that's over a loaf of bread. Ah, beautiful. A beautiful thing. And then if I ever need to make a pill, that's easy enough to do. I think what I want to do is put another row down here, put the potatoes in, so I got a full row of potatoes. And then just make more ferns for oxygen. Oxygen, oxygen. Alright. Okay, if this is still going, it needs to stop, and it is not still going, so holy crap. It's okay. You can never have too many cables. Never. Help, they're falling down the stairs and I can't pick them up. Check it over there. Okay, is that everything? Nobody hidden under the stairs. Alright, that looks good. That looks golden. So I'll definitely take a stack with me. Can I do... Oh, good. I can do that. Awesome. So, I guess we... probably run out and do what we need to do with that. Temperature here. We are still cooking, but it's coming down. Yeah, slowly but surely. 1 degrees, 37 degrees. As long as that stays cool, we're happy. Okay, we are ready to run outside and start slapping things down. Okay, turn on the AC. Starting to get better at not forgetting. Fascinating. Whoa! Come on. It's got heavy gravity. Shit. Dude. Dude. Don't make me use the frickin' jetpack! Okay. So this is the hot end. I won't need any more than 3 in series. So what I might do is do this. Now, before I get too crazy, So 3 spots in between them. One, two, three. There we go. And I don't know if this is overkill or not. Okay. Now, as far as the waste is going to go to the inlet, so let's offset this by 1. Right? Waste to the inlet. Right. Right. I could push them closer together too. Okay, it's just a one-way valve. Okay. Then this goes to the inlet of the other side. Or the output to the other side. Yeah. This right here is the cold end. I'm just going to put this much gap in between them. Then we will have another AC kit. Because it's got to have the one-way valve. You know what? This does tie to its inlet. Okay. Okay. Yep, okay, alright. Air conditioner. Let's flip this. 1, 2, 3. And then this should be, theoretically, the hot side. Woohoo! Ah, it's 2 each. Okay, and then this is the cooling side. I don't know if it'll go all the way down here. I guess I should take a look at nitrogen and see where it... Maximum liquid temperature is -80. It's 6 megapascals. Okay, so let's take this to -80. That way we can't possibly freeze it. Now that does become a problem. So these guys are the ultra heaters. Ridiculously ultra hot. So you set them at their maximum set point, essentially. So they're going to try and heat to the maximum extent of their capability. Now this is kind of energy intensive in a way, but it offers a phenomenal amount of cooling power overall. And I don't know how far down this can get me, but this should be able to handle anything my phase change system can throw at it. That's the hope anyway. And what do I need here? I need more insulated pipes. And then can you actually pull out of here? That's an input. That's interesting. I thought you could... That can be problematic if that's the case. But what we're going to do is dump all nitrogen into the system, run it, and okay, so we need to grab our as much of our insulated pipe as we can. We're done with the regular old pipe, although technically speaking I could use that on the radiators. Which I'll consider. Wait, did we use up all of the insulated pipe that we already had? I didn't grab the stuff from here. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll do that. I'll put the... Because it's radiating to the atmosphere, so who cares if it radiates more, right? That's kind of the point. Now, Portable's connector says it has an input, but can you suck out of it? Can't say that I've tried. So, we're going to find out today. Okay. Done this? Oh, that's right. It's got the twirly whirly here. And it's okay. 286. So it is cooler than the atmosphere, which means that when I throw it in, I'm going to warm it. That's fine. I'm stinky again. And pressure's still up here. How are we doing down here? Okay, 4.8. We are coming down. That's good. You're still struggling. Water temperatures, that's one thing I want to know. 52. We're almost drinkable. That's good. Since I'm on my last bottle of water, that's really good. Okay. So, I think we might be okay. I do need a battery. Just going to take... Well, I don't have any copper to use. I don't know if I got enough gold. I do have enough gold. I don't have enough copper. So I need to go get more copper. I'll try one of these blast charges. Okay. want to do that during the day though, because mining at night sucks. Sucks a lot. I could probably check some filters, make sure we're good. 30%, we're good. This is my hot carbon dioxide tank. Oh, we need a nitrogen or a oxygen filter. Beautiful. That's beautiful. How are we doing over here? Doing good. Okay, nitrogen filters, we're doing good. Those should be swapped. Use up the little one first. And okay, those are both mediums. I thought I had another one that was nope, that must have been it. Okay. Nitrogen and nitrogen. Alright, so we just need an oxygen filter. Alright. We got a clear chute. Throw that in. Oxygen filter. We need silver. Probably not enough iron. Steel, stellite, and invar. You know what? Stellite. Did I use up every bit of invar? No. Yes? I don't remember. I don't remember using up all my invar, but maybe I did. Okay. Well, alright. So then let's do for a medium filter for oxygen, iron and constant tan. Wrong pile. Where's my constant tan? Oh, there it is. Oh, there's my invar. Jeez. And steel? Okay. Oh, there's the steel. There we go. Heavy oxygen. We can go to heavy filter. Well, for now. The problem is I'm almost out of stellite. Whee! Okay. I'm gonna chuck that in there because if I have to make some insulated cable or pipes, then I probably would not want to go searching for it. Okay. Oxygen. There we go. ADKPA. One megapascal. It's going to take forever. That's fine. It's going to take me forever to get the system around anyway. Copper. Of course, I don't need that much. I could just do it the old-fashioned way. But what's the fun in that? What is the fun in that? I think we're okay. Shouldn't have a problem with the air tank. So let's cycle, turn on the AC. Let's go. Cobalt. Oh, there's some copper up this way. It's lead. Copper. Copper's kind of deep. 300 30. There's copper. Don't particularly care for the. Can I make that? I don't know if I can. How about you right here? What the heck? The bottom of my gaping hole. Whoa. Woo! Woo! That sucked me right up the crater. Okay. I really hate mining on Venus. I really do. It's so stupid. Okay. Alright. Good enough. Good enough for me. Oh. Jeez. Yeah, this is why it's really better to do it during the day. Oh god. Okay. Well, I think that got me what I needed. Oh yeah, I was gonna go hook some stuff up. Why would I want to do that? I thought I turned those off. Oh, for the battery. Right. One battery. And then heavy cable is what I'm going to need. So that's 18. Not great. Probably won't get me exactly where I need to be, but it is a start. Okay. Well, I'm going to go de-stinkify in here. And I'm going to take a quick restroom break with an incoming ad break. Alright. It is what it is. So, I will be back momentarily. Don't go anywhere. Well, actually, if you need to, take a break yourself, get some water, all that fun stuff. I will be back in a little bit. Alrighty, welcome back. Hope everything turned out well for whatever you did. Ooh, it's warm in here. Why is it warm in here? Why is it warm in here? Is it... Oh, it's probably struggling. That's probably all that is. It's struggling. Okay. That's fine. Now, I'm a little PO'd that these are hidden into the wall, so I gotta pull the... Well, unless I peel the wall off, which... less than ideal, but maybe that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. No noises. How are we doing on switchgrass over here? Holy crap! Do I even... You know what? I don't even think I care about the seed. Let me just turn this around real fast. More volatiles. Now, if I get that cooling system going, then that means I can process these much faster. Maybe not even wait till a storm. Of course, I can't process everything during the storm anyway. There's just not enough time. Centrifuge, I may have to add another centrifuge here eventually. There we go. Oh, no, I missed. Soybeans, seed. Okay, good. Soybeans were ready for... Oh my goodness. Hard to see. So soybean seed, soybean seed, soybean seed, soybean seed, soybean seed. Okay. And then since I need the seeds, we'll replant with the fruit. We now have 30 soybean seeds. So it looks like it's just the cocoa that's left. Okay. So check the seeds in there. Yeah, there we go. More oil. More oil, more better. There we go. And cocoa. How are we doing on cocoa? Seeds. All right, we're good to seed. So we want the seeds. Of course, the way these work, just like switchgrass, where you don't have to replant. And it's going to be a long process to get the seeds, but... Oops. Stop it. Oh. You turn off automatically? No, you won't. No, you won't. Alright. Well, shall we... Yeah, well, let's just hydrate. Let's hydrate. Let's food. Food up. Stuff a face. Ooh, there we go. Very good. Have a loaf of bread. And go back out and work on the cooling system. So, we're slowly getting there. I'm kind of hoping that that's the furnace that I hear, but I don't know. Okay. There's our heavy cable. 8 of them. Did I misremember, or did I not? Maybe I used up some of the... Oh yeah, I did use some of the gold. Anyway, back to the cooling system. Don't think I have a use for anything else here. I really got to figure out if I can actually use that or not. So if I can't, that sucks. Good to go. AC on. Okay. So let's get this all plumbed out. You circle back to your input. And then I gotta figure out where they're gonna cross to. I didn't pay attention to how I had everything lined up. What the heck? So it could be fun. I think we'll be alright though. Okay, there's that. Let's rip up some insulated pipes without ripping up the frame. Gotta be careful with that. Okay. We switch it around and drop out these. need more. That's fine. Okay, so the ooh, inlet to waste. Right? Ooh. So this inlet to the waste of the that lined up perfectly. Of course, this is going to be tied together anyway. All right. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That worked out great. There we go. And this is the cold side. And I may put additional ballast here. Chunk that. I think that's going to go through the wall right where it needs to be. So that'll be the top end. Okay. So we are piped up, we are piped up, we are piped up. And then this is tied together. Like this. Need more insulated. Well, this is the hot side, so it doesn't really matter. Wait. Oh, yes, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Oh, so nice. And then, technically speaking, I can do that. There we go. I forgot about those straight pipes. That would speed things up so much. Okay. So we need more insulated. Another stack of that too. And then, yep, okay. Area power controller. What I'm gonna do is do this. And I may not be might not be a bad idea to go through the center of the base. So I'll do that. Okay, got enough of that. Now, if these are going to run in parallel, I don't need the data ports. Only if I was going to do the pumps. And I don't plan to do that. Oops. Oh, you know what? I just realized I got the hard suit too. That probably makes a big difference on my oxygen consumption out here. I kind of forgot about that detail. Okay, so we go like this, and okay. All right, these are all. I can turn them all on. Won't hurt to have them on. Okay, so we need more pipe. And crack this open. Throw that in there. That's input, right? How come I feel like that's... Okay, if I do this, that's the output. Okay. Feels like that's reversed, and it might be. That's okay. Alright, so we're cabled up. We need insulated pipe and regular pipe. And then to see if we can use that canister of nitrogen, or if we have to do something else. Oh, 15 degrees. There we go. We're cooking. I'd like it to come down a little bit further, but 30 degrees. It's a lot of water. I'm happy about that. 30 degrees. Yeah, I'll let it go until I need it, basically. Iron, that's not going to be enough. Came in here for... well, insulated pipe. Insulated pipe. Steel, just... right there. Okay, I could make a bunch of that, but I don't need a bunch of that. Just a regular old pipe. 4 pipes. Well, that's going on... oh, cool. So that's the hot side. That's what I would plug into here. Alright, so we'll try getting that. Yeah, we need a bunch of insulated pipe. What do we need? We need basic 10, 15... yeah, okay. 10, 15, 20. Then another... yeah, you know what? Oh yeah, I forgot. I was pumping this stuff out. Let's see. That works. Working very nice. Very nice. I'm super happy. Super happy with that system overall. And it wouldn't be too hard to adapt this to put in another centrifuge. I just have to do a flip-flap. Flip-flop doesn't work. Overflow works better. Flip-flop works as long as you can guarantee that both sides are not going to back up, then you're okay. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, we're getting tasty here. Shall we look at a trader? For the heck of it? Interstellar Implements. It seems like I listen to that guy, or find that guy all the time. Oh, you know what? I could peel this back. $20 for in here. Well, I'm done with the insulated cable or pipe out there. Unless I want to convert some of this to insulated. You're good. Now, let's see, 700 mole. So what I figured in my previous calculations with that system is that each radiator basically holds 100 mole, give or take. And then essentially the pipework in between each stage holds another 100. And then it's all about the ballast. So with my current system of 3 stages, 6 radiators, a kilomole should be about right. I will definitely want to increase that at some point. Okay, so now that I'm here, I'm thinking what we need to do is do a volume pump. Not going to bother with a turbo pump because probably turbo will make a bad day. So we'll start here. Or maybe it wouldn't. Okay, changed my mind. I changed my mind. I will use the turbo pump. Okay. Yeah, I'll do this. So we're over the 1 kilomole for sure. I want to take it up to 10 megapascals and hope to God, hope to God that this works. Now one thing, oh, I just realized that my mute button doesn't work while I'm holding Alt. So, sorry for blowing your guys' eardrums out with my cough. Okay. Switchgrass is grown like something. 1.5 kilomole actually sounds pretty good to me. Okay. So now if we unwrench it, boink, we drag it about. Hopefully it doesn't drag me about. I missed the stairs. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. Come here. Come here. There's going to be a problem here soon. So let's go ahead and just swap that out. And then we'll swap that out. That doesn't matter though. Okay. Now hopefully oh man, that had me worried. AC on. Okay. Alright. Now hopefully this will just work. And one thing I do want to check is alright, it does appear to be insulated, so good. Okay, that's not I'm hurting noises, so. Okay, so the important connections here. There we go. This is temporary at best. Is there any place where I'm using one extra pipe? I don't think there is. I think I was a little bit... Okay. There is there. Oh. Hey. Oh, hang on. You are... Wait, what? There we go. Alright. Let's grab this tank. I was kind of hoping that it would just push it into the pipe, but that's not what happened. Oh well. There we go. There's that one pesky pipe I needed. Okay. Now. Oh, good. Sweet. Wow, that equalized fast. Ridiculously fast, in fact. Okay. Good. Alright, so now we just go hook up the power. And we can start the system going. And I need to look at my phase change loop. My phase cooling system. Make sure that's what's singing. I mean, you're up there, but you're not too terrible. You're fine. You're fine. Oh, I pulled a lot out, but that's okay. Let's go back up to 2500. So that does slow me a little. Oops. Slow me down a little bit on water, but that's okay. You're still hot. Okay. Yeah, so it's you singing. Okay. Did one of these guys turn off or something? Let's just make sure that nothing stupid like that's preventing the cooling. Okay, so nothing like that. That's good. Down to 10 degrees on the one side, 20 on the other. Okay, now, anyway. So what I will do is I may potentially put another system in here. So I will route it this way. Okay. Now I may put a ballast tank somewhere for the cooling. I'm gonna need a frame to walk on. Ooh. Okay, well, fine. Scaffolding. Scaffolding. That's what I got here. I think it's gold I'm limited on. Yeah. So this is the main line coming in. Oh, that's right. I can't go straight across a chute. So we will have to spaghetti it around a chute. I mean, really, can you expect any different from me? It's gotta be spaghetti. Spaghetti's the answer. Okay. Go. No! Don't fall off. What's the matter? Can't balance? There we go. Okay, yep. Definitely need more cable. So definitely need more gold. Of course, guess what time it is? Late. It's late. Late o'clock. Okay, gold up on the hill, I think. Well, I know there's gold on the hill. Where on the hill? Trying to find an easy... Okay. There's copper. Oh, there's some gold. Okay. It wasn't so dangerous. Some nickel. Feel that's sufficient. Drop it in. Suck it in. Okay, how are we doing up here? We're doing okay. Heavy cables, here I come. Circling back where I started from. I'm limited by copper anyway, but that's okay. Still 32 cables, that's more than enough to get where I need to go. Do 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 do. There, I'll set the cables neatly on top. See, I need 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 total. So maybe that's not quite enough. Do I have any copper? No, I don't. Not that I'm surprised. What do you got? Steel. Okay. So there's any place I'm using heavy cable that I shouldn't be? Which, if anything, would be more likely the other way, where I was using regular cables where I shouldn't be. Oh. 32, right? Yeah, 32. I don't want to use my jetpack in here. There we go. Right down the alley. Okay. Actually, what am I doing? I need to grind away. Grind away, Meryl. Ooh, almost, Ah! Okay. So if I do this, and do this... Bam. No kabang. Of course, I wouldn't be able to hear the kabang. Okay. Put the scaffolding back. Insulated pipes. Insulated pipes. Insulated pipes. Volume pump. An uninsulated tank. A boatload of heavy cable. So that system should be more or less ready to fire. Okay, let's go ahead and do that and turn the AC on. Get blown against the airlock door again. Okay, crack open valves. Cough, cough. Alright. So we start here. Start here. Start here. And we start here. Start here. We start here. So this should be trying to get heated up, which a phenomenal amount of energy being dissipated here. This right here is just absolutely asinine. Compared to my tests on Mars, the atmospheric pressures just chef's kiss. So what do we have here? 445. Okay. 365. Look at that. And then the cold end is already 85 degrees. How about that? Of course, this is completely unloaded. But just from that little turn on, coming down the pipe, and you can see that the molecular weight in this pipe is increasing slowly. So it still has to flow, and I may end up putting a pump right here or something, because I still got to pull out of here. But this is the hot side. It doesn't really need a ballast, but it's got it. And if I put something on the cold end, then I have a way of injecting some more into the system, because the check valves will allow it in. But if you look at this, 100%, 100%, 100%.
Hydration critical.
Now that one's not quite up there because the temperature difference is too big. But everything else is pretty good. And I think that actually has probably more to do. Let's see. Let's do this. Shut that off. Okay, empty out. Okay, maybe it didn't work as well as I thought it did. But trying to purge the little section here. Make sure that it completely sucks everything out. That's the thought anyway. Alright, so let's go to the cold end real quick. We're going to run back inside here, but we're down to 15 degrees. So, cool. So we can run inside. We can switch over and see if our phase change system likes it. Or if we overwhelm the system. Ugh. Okay. So we stinky. But let's get some plumbing in place. So what I want to do is, since this has pollutant in it, I want to back this off. Hopefully, I don't know if this is going to cause a problem or not. I don't think it will. Okay. Nope. Okay. 1, 2, 3, bam. Kaboom! 85, 86, 87, 85, 86, 85. Oh, okay. So, 85. It's doing it. Temperature increasing. What are we doing here? Alright, so hopefully this will come down now. Ooh. This is 78. Okay, yeah, that's going down. Well, I think it's going down.
Hunger critical.
50. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Tanking. Up and down. So it's kind of as the pressure ripples through the system in its own way. But I need more molecular mass in there. New 14 degrees. So let's go ahead and crack you open. So leave 14 over there. Gonna close that off. There we go. De-stinkify. Well, let's drink some water before we start making noise. It's very nice. Loaf of bread. Almost full hunger, so we go from 87% to 73. 11%. Blammo. Okay, we can do our switchgrass. I don't think that I need any more switchgrass at the moment. There we go. Grind all that. Cocoa is what I need. I don't think I need to even harvest any plants. Ouch. At some point I want to get the chickens going, but temperature's coming down in here. That's good. How's the nitrogen concentration? 2%. Not bad. Let's see, we got 4 mole per square, right? And then it's the soybeans that are consuming it. And it needs 8.5 mole per hour. So, got 5 plants, so I need 84 mole. And we're what? 1, 2, 3. 3 by 4. 12? Am I? Yeah, I'm not crazy. 3 by 4. So 12. So I got 48 mole, and I need, what did I say, 8 point something? So 40. So I got 1 hour of nitrogen in here. Simple enough. Easy enough. Mood is increasing. Hygiene is increasing. Doesn't actually say where your hygiene level is, but that's okay. Alright, let's go take a gander at stuff. So we are 81 degrees and dropping pretty quickly, actually. Pretty darn quickly. That's great. So this is, well, this is way up in temp. Oop. Well, it's interesting. Let's take a volume pump with me. I may have to pump out that container. What is your error? I'm a little confused why that was errored. Errored. Unless it's because I plugged it. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it's because I plugged it in over here. I don't know. That would be a ridiculous reason, but it wouldn't surprise me. Okay. Volume pump. Of course. Hey, spaghetti, man. We are spaghetti folk. Hopefully I got enough cable for this. Let's make sure you're still running good. Okay, you're gonna come... Actually, I could do this. At least it look a little bit better. Okay. Increase. Suck it out. Alright. So I think that's what it was doing, was it shut off that one AC for some reason. Yeah, that temp went up, so now we're fighting against it, but that's okay. That is okay. I'm happy with this, how fast this is dumping heat. It's almost instantaneous. Can't really beat that. Alright, so this is going to take... Actually, not too long, so I might as well just stay here. It won't take long at all. You can watch the output to stage. 138. So it's still a little bit warmer than I care for, because the maximum temperature of the pollutant is 142. So this is kind of cutting it on the razor's edge. But that being said, I bet you if I put a pair of air conditioners here to boost up these guys, I bet that temp would drop like a rock. Yeah, because that's going up. So that's what I'll do. I'll put in another 2 air conditioners parallel to these guys. And all that. 10 mole. Good enough. Alright. Well, this ought to be an entertaining fall. Drop it. Turn the AC off at about 50 kilopascals, I think. Okay. Alright. And now For the fun part of dragging it backwards through the base without getting caught on everything. Whee! Is that even close enough? It is. Okay. And let's see. Make sure it's going that direction at 100. Look at the canister, and boom. Why did that pressure go now? Is there anything left in that tank? Oh. No, not really. Not really. So I need more nitrogen. That's okay. So you're hot. $72. I'm struggling. So what's the heat load? The heat load is the oxygen and the green. Well, no, greenhouse is down to temp. So then it's the oxygen. Okay, let's go ahead and we don't need to be cooling that anymore. Hey, Tuver. Welcome, Raiders. Got my cooling system upstairs. With the other configuration that you can set these ACs in. And right now I'm trying to see how well it's performing. It's struggling a little bit against this, but I think I need more ACs is what that means. So let's see what I have and how many atmospherics. Well, it's very welcome, Tuver. Hope you had fun with your graveyard keeper. Brain fart. Atmospherics. Iron, gold, copper. Gold. I have no iron. I have no iron, I have no copper. Guess I need to go mining. Ah, fascinating to know. So, if you mute by Twitch, it doesn't help. It doesn't count. So mute by tab. Alright, I will have to... I have to remember that. So next time I'll just... Yep, mute the tab and kind of hide it. Hide. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Okay, so what do I need? Actually, I don't even... I have enough gold. I only need to make one more kit. So 10 iron, 20 copper. Won't take much. Of course, it's dark out. I don't want to go mining in the dark. Still. Still. Again? Maybe I got to make contact with him for him to go away? I don't know. What's interesting is it's very, very close together. Interesting. Okay. So nitrogen is almost empty, or is basically is empty. Speaking of which, probably should dump it into the greenhouse. Okay, let's open. Boom! And do this until it's completely vacuumed out. There we go. Close canister. Do that and crack that on, although I don't think I'm going to get... whoa. There's 30 mole in the tank over here. So that's not going to get me very far over here. About half a tank. Yeah, unless I pulled it out of here. So I might have to start scraping some nitrogen out of the Venusian atmosphere. Yeah. 40 mole. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. So how's our temperature? 140. So we're still around there. Not really condensing anything. And we're running out of liquid on this side. That's a problem. $10 iron and 30 copper. Oh, 10 iron and 20 copper. Don't want to get too close, so 152. Let's do our blast canister mining. If anybody's not seen this trick, it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to overpressurize this gas canister. And I'm going to go chuck it in the hole over here. Boom. There we go. So it is being damaged because of the overpressure. There you go. And it also pauses the atmospheric simulation for a little bit. I do not want to be in here when it resumes. Okay. There we go. There we go. That was 109 pieces of ore. And there's the canister. So that was beautiful. And then I only need 10 iron, so... yeah, we are back to simulating atmosphere. There we go. That'll work. Okay. We're empty over here. So let's dump the copper through.
Waste tank caution.
Waste tank caution. Good to know. will drop what little iron I need through as well. There we go. Oh yeah, turn off the sensor lenses because don't need those. We can go take a look at the crater that we left earlier with 20 megapascals. I think that's all it was. You know, it doesn't actually indicate which one of these is broken. Alright, well this will get me my 1 atmospherics kit. Ah, that's the broken one. Interesting that it doesn't actually say that. So essentially, that the blast charge costs you, I think, 1 iron, 1 gold, 3 or 5 silicon, whereas the blast canister, essentially at the end of the day, costs you 2.5 iron. So, what a deal. So there we go. Let's put the furnace back and grab the atmospherics kit. I will need more insulated pipes and valves. I will need a couple valves. Cables. Hey, I got a big gold stack of cable here. So that's good. So digital valve. Not digital valve, regular valve. Valve. Pipe valve. Hey, look at that. And I need 2, and I can make 2. How convenient. It's like it's thinking about me. So I am stinky. But let's go get this AC hooked up. When I do that, that'll be 8 AC units. So I'll be looking at 3,200 watts of power consumed. But I should have a significant amount of cooling. Ah, darn you. Okay. I don't think I need this valve at the moment. Back that off. You're running. So you're going to be a hot AC. Running right there. You're going to be a cold AC. Running right there, right? Okay. Pipe. And pipe. Alright. And then let's just tie you like this. go this way, go that way. Start you up. Okay. Not that. Pick up the valves. And digital or one-way valve. That way. And then that way. You will run there, there, and run straight through. And if I'm gonna do it right, it's gonna be here. Okay, this is a cooling AC set to -80. So there's -80. Start that up. And then you are a heating AC. Okay. Alright. It's trying. It's not going very far. Well, this is going down, so that is promising. Yeah, so the operational temperature is a problem. That's where I keep hearing an error. But we are dropping some here. Now, looking at the way that these stats are reading out, yeah, okay, so the pump might work a little bit better to get just enough in here for the pressure efficiency. Because these usually are at a vacuum, so they may have changed how these behave. But so if that's the case, I'd just put another of these in series. So we're down about 100 degrees. Down about 100 degrees. This is down more than 100 degrees. We are down from where we were. Okay. But if I'm going to commit to that bit, let's see. If I do that, I'm going to need to put a transformer on the output here. Because if this is 400 times 8, that's 32. Be at 4,000 with another set. Now, I guess the ultimate question would be, would it be better to parallelize that or put another in series? That might be a good thing to test. How we doing? So I gotta get my phase change system down to temp is what I'm trying to do right now. And then I can try loading it. So 115, this is actually starting to condense. That's good. Means I'll be putting liquid back into the system.
Hunger caution.
It may take a while because I'm evaporating it off just as fast as I can make it, basically. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, and the other thing is this is above its operating set point. So I got to bring that down. So struggling to get below 114. Maybe if I take that pair of air conditioners that I just slapped down in parallel on the hot side, maybe if I put it down one more stage, so I have 4 stages instead of 3, maybe that'll take it down another notch, and maybe that'll be sufficient. Let's see, hunger, yeah, okay, let's deal with that real quick, and then we'll swap the stuff around. Boom. Boom. Ah, stop. No. Have some food. I love a good loaf of bread. Do I want to make more volatiles? I don't think I really need to. What I really should do is make my other set of hydroponics trays, which would take 100 iron to do so. And how's the nitrogen in here? 10 mole per frame. That's 120 mole. What I say, we've got 5 times, well, 9 essentially, but yeah, okay. 2 hours. 2 hours of nitrogen. That's okay. Temperature's down in here. Oxygen's working well. Yeah. A well-polished system, I would say. Okay. So. I will be right back. I need to take another break, so take this opportunity to do the same if you need to. Get a drink, all that fun stuff. Have a snack. And we will be back momentarily. Alrighty, welcome back. And I love when I hit the wrong button and close a bunch of windows I don't mean to. So, day stink. I need to go ahead and make the shower. So, these ACs aren't doing anything, so I can remove them basically, and maybe tie all the coolant lines into the waste system and dump it back into the system. Yeah, that would work. Clean up the inside of the base a little bit that way too. But one thing is I could use, as I produce more water, which I'm about there. So if I can get this cooling system to keep up with a semi-continuous production, then I can get to a water phase change to go between the Venus atmosphere and the pollutant phase change loop. Then I'll need to do 1 AC system or 2. And I'm wondering if it would be worthwhile to do the storm capture or not. Because one concern I have with that is storms are too far and few in between. I don't know if I'd be able to keep up as far as actually being useful, or if it would. Maybe it'd be for a little bit. I don't know. I might have to do some numbers. But enough about that. So I want to go and, I guess, reconfigure so those parallel those parallelisms that I just made, I probably want to set those up in series and see how that's going to do. So 110, we are coming down, but we seem to be fighting it. But if I put another AC in line in a series as opposed to the parallel, that's what I'm really wondering about. Bonk. Okay. So to do this, we'll need to crack open this, and it'll be a 3-way there and restart. And then here will be that and restart. That didn't make sense. That did not make sense at all. We want to make sure that this empties out. Look at that ultra cold gas. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna worry about losing that tiny of a bit of nitrogen. Nope. So wire clippers, hand drill. I thought it would be a hand drill. And then wrench. And hand drill again. And then we do air conditioner facing this way. 3. Okay. That and that. Then, yeah, we'll essentially do how we have it over here. And we'll pop that up. Oh, wrench, of course. One-way valve, going that way.
Power low.
Okay. Alright, so this is ready to almost 100% there. Okay, that one's ready to go. Now for you, pulling from this side, so let's that's a very insignificant amount of nitrogen. Go ahead and wrench this up while we're here. Okay. And disconnect. AC. Like that. That. Way valve. That way. Okay. Don't know why you were errored out. Screwdriver. That's not a screwdriver. Start 80. Maybe I'm doing it wrong too. Maybe it should be cranking harder. Yeah, just for fun. I don't think that'll actually help. Just makes you feel better. Okay. Okay. Dropping. Way dropping. uh... Okay, you're coming up. Moving all that heat back. You're still going up. You're going up. You're going up. You're not supposed to go up. Ow. Jesus. Make sure all your valves are open. There we go. That's the correct direction. Correct direction. And this will be a lot happier in a bit. So yes, this is phenomenal right here. And quite frankly, when I get a little bit more copper and iron, I'll make another kit and I'll just inject nitrogen at this point. Try to bring it up to a certain pressure. $453, $452. It's fighting. 28, 427, 355. You're actually dropping pretty quick. You're still 122, 122, 123. Increasing. Make sure all our valves are on like they're supposed to be. Okay. So good. Yeah, you're... The jury's still out. We'll let it try to come down to equilibrium, basically. I did throw a lot of extra energy into there by not cooling it. And therefore screwing it up. So we'll take a look. 125. So I think it got down to what, 110? Struggling. Let's see. Copper and... Actually, I think I'm good on copper. I think it's iron that I need. Oh, yeah. Look at this tiny little crater that we left. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the heck? Drop out of the sky. Oh, one little piece of copper. That I missed, apparently. Okay. Huh? Okay. It's not copper that I need. It's iron that I need. Nothing? $21. It's not much. But it is enough to make an atmospherics kit. And that's what I want. And a nitrogen filter, maybe? Oh, yeah, I should change out my battery too. There we go. What are we doing here? 21. We're still climbing up. Oh, yeah. It does remind me that should at least make one of those. Atmospherics kit. Actually, nitrogen filter. We'll need a passive vent to dump off the unfiltered. I guess I could actually have it tied together. The inlet and the waste output, since it's dumping into the atmosphere, wouldn't make a difference. I could just inject it at the high side. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Let's see. Got. Wait. I forgot to print off it. Okay. I did tall putty tap. And we will do this filtration. Can't tie it together there, but I can tie it together there. Okay. Oh, there's that. That's ready to go. Put the nitrogen filter in there. And we... That is the filtered output, and then we wrap the inlet and the waste together. Go. And this is something that I have to make sure that I don't lose track of, because that could be bad. But the idea would be to inject more nitrogen into the system. Very, 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 very slowly. Okay. So, based on the trial that we ran, so we had the air conditioners on the first stage in parallel versus an additional stage. The additional, the parallel on stage one seemed to make the difference. But now, so let's see, I think I couldn't get below 140. So now I'm down to 110. So at this point, it feels like what I should do is, now that I got 4 stages, put a... well... I could put another set in, and then that gives me 10 ACs. Getting a little crazy. But if it gets me to the point where I can make steam, damaged, but it doesn't tell me how damaged it is. Oh, you know, I have access to the pit chip. I can actually control that now. I can control it now. Okay. So, iron. Need more iron for the hydroponics trays that I was thinking of. Be good to have some atmospherics kit too. Heh, doing great. 325. This feels like this is getting warm. Oh, huh? Oh, 325, not 375. How are you doing? You got... oh, we're back to having liquid, so that is excellent. And this is making a little bit of progress. Very, very little. It's struggling, though. So, yeah, as much as I don't like it, I think I need to parallel the first stage. Which is kind of what I was thinking was going to happen. But if we do that, then yeah, I need a lot more iron. A lot more iron. Let's take a look. I think we're set on copper. Atmospheric. Need a little bit more gold. We have enough copper. Need just a little bit more gold, probably 10, 15. And then 3 stacks of iron. Because I need to make my hydroponics trays. Let's go in here and de-stink again. Cocoa. Fruiting. The one that's already fruited. That's cool. Lots of switchgrass for lots of volatiles. Actually not too far away from having enough gas mix to have like the combustion centrifuge and stuff running. Could do a gas fuel generator too. Not that I really need it here on Venus. Not going to bother with wheat because I get a loaf of bread. And oil, we're good. We're golden. You know what? What am I talking about? I don't need to print off any more atmospherics kits. I probably have enough to cause some havoc. Felt like I heard a potentially damaging sound. Oh, AC off. I forgot to turn off my AC coming in. Almost to the point where I can start putting a little bit of... Whew. Yeah, we're upstairs on temperature. Alright. So let's... Okay, this is the way we're going with it. So I don't need these guys anymore. Okay, sneak it in there. Woo. There we go, find the pixel. There we are. Look at all that piping I can have back. I go into this stage. Oop, we have a storm incoming. Cool. Yeah, this should probably be like idle.
Caution.
Let's see. Just to make sure, I will disconnect from the waste. Connect this together. And then there we go. Drain the system out. More pollutant. Yeah, that won't be a problem. Hey, pressure's coming down. That's good. Stress is going up. Make sure my ionization valve is on. But might have to do with the pressure over here. So, parallelism. Alright, let's go ahead and undo this guy. And crack it open. There we go, there's filtration kit, or atmospherics kit. There's that. Alright, that's the two that I need. Well, the good news is that I will get a bout of awesome sauce cooling when I do have that storm come in. This is taking a while. I could actually tie probably a little closer. I'm gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry about it right now. I could do. Pretty sure I got some steel. Or did I? No, I printed everything off. I could. So eight insulated pipes is not quite gonna be enough. Alright, well, let's get stuff started now that nitrogen injector is a problem. Because it's going to be in the way. Whee! But on the bright side, air conditioner. Crap. All right. You are
Hydration critical.
the weakest link. I forgot to drink and eat. Oh well. Okay, do that. Yeah. Pull that back out and do that. And, oh, okay. Stop. So stage 1 will have parallelism to it, and that ought to do the trick. And we'll set you to -80. Okay. And this is just in case I want to parallelize this second stage. Otherwise, pretty simple, straightforward. Okay. Wired up. Shoot! I forgot the valves. Whoa. Set on copper. It's iron. Trying to figure out if it's really as bad as I thought it was. I don't know if that was the hard suit that saved me or what. That sucks. Right here. So 275, 100 degrees. And do a little blast mining. So this should... This is actually over... There it is. Okay, there we go. Atmospherics paused. Woo! She's sucking. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay.
Hunger critical.
Yeah, I know. That could have been crazy, stupidly not fun. Get in there. Okay. 50. I'll get those darn valves. 2 valves. There's the 2 valves. Let's dump everything. And then a hydroponics tray. Do that. And start making exactly what we want. Alright. Sorry about the heavy breathing, but we're going to try to beat the storm. Okay, one-way valve. Go. One-way valve. Go. Alright. This side matters. And then this side matters. Okay. Now this side doesn't matter. Okay, so these should be good to go. Oh, waste pipe. Duh. I need one pipe. Guess what I found? There we go. Negative 80. Start. Positive 999. There we go. Storm is here. And 20. Okay. We're gonna run inside. I can hear sound effects. Oh god, there we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, well, first things first, let's crack the old valve open a little bit. Whoa, okay, good enough. Okay, and I wanted to check real quick over here. This guy. 90 degrees. Not much improvement. I'm not really dumping that much heat either. So maybe the... I'll have to check on my... I have a system working on my Mars base. So I'll have to just check and see how... if it still works or not on my Mars base. And of course I'll have to convert to stable. But that'll tell me if I'm crazy or not. Maybe they changed something. Oh well. Still feel like this configuration works pretty good. So another set of ferns. And we will slap the potatoes over here. So let's grab a potato seed, grab a potato seed, and another potato seed, and then boom, 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 boom. And we'll drop the stuff in there, throw that in there. Okay. And ferns. Oh, and boom, boom, boom. There we go. 5 of everything except 2 of the switchgrass, which is interestingly pretty much ready for another harvest. Okay. We should put a shower together. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing a lot better than we were. Hello, skeleton closet, my old friend. Did you miss me? Okay. Just waiting for the destinkification process to go. But the good thing is, I could expand the greenhouse out a little bit more, maybe even into a living space type area. That is my mood. Mood is increasing. So, well, let's see. Ferns. But what? That's not how you spell ferns. That number changed. I swear. So 17.3 times, well, 8 actually. So 150 moles per hour of oxygen. Yeah, and I did add, well, I mean, technically I did add 2 potatoes. 2 potatoes additional, and then 8 fern additional. Yeah, that's a good number. I should put a floor in, and I can't see the pipe. Now, I guess I should check, see how much water we have in here. 13 liters. Doing pretty good still. Doing great. Alright. Now, one thing I want to see. It screws up your walking in here. What? Okay. 10 megapascals. Well, to be fair, I am dumping a bunch of... I'm not even cooling anything. Yeah, not even cooling anything. So there we go. Now we're gonna load. Well, actually, is that a good idea? Let's not load the system. Still feel like we're kind of indelicate because we never recovered. Yeah, you're running away again. So you... Well, the good news is you're actually starting to condense, make progress. That's good. How are you? 86.8. So that's working a little bit. Now, one of the problems is nitrogen has a low specific heat. So it doesn't necessarily do too well as a coolant. let's deconstruct these. So I'm not using them here. There may be a point in time where I reuse them outside, but make the inside of the base look a little bit prettier. That's okay. Excuse me. Well, let's take care of the plumbing needs for a while. There we go. I need some displays. 133 on that side. 95. We went up above operating temperature. So yeah, that's the problem. So I need a system on top of this that can handle it. And that's where the water would come in handy. And how much water? Okay, so I got 70 liters in this side. 70 liters in that side. Yeah, I think that's a fair number. So 100, 140. No, 170 liters. Give or take. I don't know about... Oh, wouldn't take too much, quite honestly, to get there. Yeah, maybe I should check the pressure in this. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're golden. Okay, let's see. Let's do that. And then this is where I connected the side. So if I want to continue, I need to start at the top. Grab the partial stack, just so I don't have multiple partial stacks. That'd be nice to clean this up too. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab the utility kits. Okay. And we can gotta leave that one though. I am curious, so if they indeed did change how the air conditioners behave, because I was really quite fond of the parallel using the heat cool that metric, because it makes sense. You're taking advantage of the system, essentially. You know what the best part is? I can now get rid of this particular eyesore. Woohoo! Oh, I almost had it. Do you think I can climb with, what is it? H? I don't think the, works like it used to. Ah. Oh, there we go. Oh God. Don't fall off. Okay, there we go. That was nuts. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Getting to a much nicer looking place. Barely. Grab the pixel. There we go, that worked. And this we can just back up. How much pressure did I just jump into there? It's quite significant. Well, I'm also combusting. That's part of the problem. With whatever little pittance of oxygen I get. Oh, crikey. Because I'm dumping a bunch of volatile. Well, that's alright. Bad timing. Bad time. We have AC units. And we've got pipe. We've got pipe. Flame pump. Volume pump. And we got cable, too. We got cable. Alright. We'll leave that one around for now. Okay, temperature's coming down. That's good. What do we got here? Luckily, don't have much for oxygen, so my fuel mix must be empty. I mean, is there... It pushes a little harder against the next system in line, as I think is all it really does. And this thing is built to handle. Let's take a look. If I load it up, we're dumping 20 kilojoules of heat into the upstream system. And it's struggling. Yeah, if this isn't a case for having a phase change system one higher, and next in line, I don't know what is. Definitely. Of course, I can't explore that tonight. But this is just 20 kilo, not even 20 anymore, it's 10. Is it? Because it's just getting too hot over here. Yeah, we're getting too hot over here, so it can't compete. Just can't. But that is, the temperature over here is coming down. So now, we actually got liquid in the system. What we can try doing is, let's crack open this valve. This is going to go hot. It's going to push against it as hard as it can. 25 megapascals, yeah, okay. This is going up rather rapidly. You're doing a lot of cooling. But I imagine also probably eating up the liquid. And you still fighting. But it is dumping 10K. Yep, certainly the case for an additional phase change system. And I think what I have here, as far as I can go one more evaporator and one more condenser, that'll get me more cooling in this stage. But just set on the other side of the room, basically, the water system. And then have the water system take it down to 5 degrees. Or basically as low as it can go without freezing. And then have the AC system really only has to go 1 or 2 stages. Because the maximum water temp is about almost equal to the storm temp, air temp on Venus. So if I was using storm gas as my heat sink, I'd only have to have one system, one stage of that AC system outside. And if I use Venus atmosphere, I feel like I need 2 stages. Or 4 that I have set up. Well, this is doing okay, but this is not a humongous load over here. I mean, it looks like it's... What am I? Dumping about 12 kilojoules. That's what I'm dumping. That's not bad. Not bad. Oh, it'll be so nice to have this cleaned up too. I've got atmospherics kits, so that's not a problem. Good Lord. Well, that's the perk. I don't have to worry about having to print off any more pipes anytime soon.
Waste tank caution.
Ooh, waste tank caution. Been running around doing a whole lot of nothing. Makes it look a little bit better. I could drop that to the floor now, I guess. There's a whole bunch of a whole bunch of cables. Yeah. Good enough for now. Cleaned it up quite a bit. Of course, that's outside. That's cool. Actually got a fair amount of water over here. Waste tank is still pulling in. Carbon dioxide's good. Volatiles getting up there. Oxygen's fine. Water's not going to be a problem ever. So 27 liters. I got enough for one evaporator. That's a funky number. Oh, because the silver. Yeah, okay. That's cool. Do I have a reagent that's floating through here? Or? I don't. Yeah, that'll be later, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Well, that cleaned that up a little bit. I can maybe reorganize some of this stuff, relocate it. Maybe I can even print off another suit and have that fun stuff going on. 407 degrees. Got. Okay, let's try this again. 406 degrees, 800 moles of volatiles. Yeah, I don't think I will dump my waste tank yet. Not quite yet. Hey, interstellar implements. Oh, good. Stellar Systems Store. Yeah. That's a name that I am unfamiliar with. Wow, that is terrible. Well, let's try going up. What's the worst that could happen? Ooh, that's terrible. Okay, so let's go down. I must be a mile off on this thing. That's terrible. There we go, that's a little closer. Bam! Alright. Calm down. Not going to run outside and see. Well, technically, I could switch out my waste tank. You know what? I'm going to do that, and I'm going to see what they want.
Hunger caution.
I hope they didn't change pathing or anything, so I don't need a trader crashing into my base. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah! I forgot the temperature. The temperature increased with the H2 combustor. What are we doing here? 33 megapascals. Okay, I need to start considering dumping something. Okay. Alright, that's good. Okay, what do you want? Oh, okay. That's not too helpful. Electron, okay. Well, nope. Alright. Boom. Alright. Yeah, you didn't mess around. Ooh, 1984. George Orwell, call your office. Alright. Let's take one quick look around the base and call it a night. Ooh, we're getting spicy. Spicy. Still got 400 mole to go. Don't think that's going to be a problem, but I could throw another thing on the end. What we got? 5.3. Because the temperature over here. How are we doing over here? We're still doing okay. We still have liquid. Okay. Oh, utility kit. So this is the O2, and this is volatiles. There you go. Pressure should come way down. By way down, I mean like by 10%. 20% actually. Good. Excellent. I guess I'll just throw the passive vent in here too. Did I pick up any nitrogen? A little bit. Certainly not much. Enough to fill that guy up. $200 mole. So it'll be enough to get like 2 megapascals of pressure in here. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. We cleaned up the base. I'd say optimize the cooling system, but I'm not exactly sure if that's what we would call it. This is... I'll have to look and see how the stages are handling themselves. I don't know if I'm going to have to boost the stage, the second stage, because maybe that's what the bottleneck is now. But if I put 2 more in, then we're talking 4,800 watt in that system, which is not great. Not great. But if we can get to the point where I can continuously cool steam, then I can eventually get to the phase change system for water. And then that'll be a beautiful thing. Yep, sing in the song. Oh, so yeah. I hope everyone found a new inspirational way to use the air conditioners. I do like using them in that configuration. It works really well, at least on my Mars base, as of the pre-terrain beta before the big update. Big terrain update. So it might not work so great after that, but I'm not going to complain too much. It's still, I feel like taking advantage of the system, how it works. But maybe I'll try using the volume pumps and see if it actually is a little bit more effective now, but we'll see. So let's see, 76, we're down. Down in pressure. Needs to be pulling oxygen out, but it's not. Oh, I think the temperature is just a little too warm in here for it to pull. So I think I have it set to 300 Kelvin as a set point, so that might be it. That's fine. Anyway. And Switchgrass is ready to go again. Yeah, so anyway, I think we'll call it there for the night and all that fun stuff. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we'll catch you